Right. They tryna move our dance. I got a bitch and a friend. After I fuck, they won't see me again. Movie, we laugh. AG pull up in the Benz. Louis put that on my lens. I ain't gon' touch it, she ain't a 10.
Cuida tu paso y no me pises payaso. Te va a ganar un fuletazo. Te ando borracho por lo que tengo en el vaso. Cuida tu paso y no me pises payaso. Te va a ganar un fuletazo. Te ando borracho.
King Ice, baby.
King Ice.
King Ice, man, we here.
King Ice.
King Ice.
King Ice.
King Ice, baby, it's official.
What do you smell? A sweet leaf. He's cooking.
It's hard.
Oh, I'm officially a rapper. That's because you won the Grammy, bro.
What's your favorite era? Oh, you gotta speak loud because we mic'd up.
I wanted to say something in regards to the question you asked about like the age of the people like dating hip hop.
Right.
I think that when you actually start your career, the fans hold you to when you started your career. And hip hop is kind of based on trends. We talk about a lot of materialistic shit, and material things wear out after a while. So based on the fans' perspective, it's like you could have dropped 5 years ago, but if you're not keeping up with the trends and talking the shit, the lingo and all that shit, currently they date you as like.
Yeah, they kind of mark you out with the trend.
Right.
But you know, the one thing that Immortal Technique said to me that always stuck to me. He was like, "Listen, Hoffa, there's two things you can do." And you know, Immortal Technique. There's two things you can do, Hoffa. You can be part of a trend, and you might have more success because everybody follows the trend. But here's the problem. Once someone else comes along who's better at that trend or has the new trendiest trend, they're gonna leave you because they were only fans of the trend. But if you give them something to believe in, you might not have as much fans as the trendy rappers, but they will follow you forever. And I was like, somebody did that? Who did? Okay, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. What happened? What happened? Why I get quiet and shit? What
What's your favorite era?
No,
we was just talking about.
No. She listening to Tekashi and shit. It's gotta be at least 2015 to 2020. What we talking here? Talk to me, sis.
I would say
She
late
said
90s,
Onyx, bro.
2000s. Late 90s, 2000s.
Late 90s, 2000s. Me too. Bang, bang.
You know how many fucking groups came out? Right. Rumpelstiltskin, fucking
The Youngsters.
the Youngsters. Oh,
Remember the Youngsters?
what
happened
Karan's
to the
still my
Youngsters?
nigga. No, Karan is Cubo. He produced Breakups to Makeups. The
What?
joint I got with 50 in the video and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, he produced that.
Wow.
A lot of the Trackmaster shit, I'm not gonna say a lot, because I can't fully back this up with facts, but he was instrumental in a lot of the Trackmaster's tracks.
Wow.
Let's put it that way.
Dope.
Yeah, I mean, some of these dudes are still around too, man. And I'm not gonna lie, it brings joy to my heart to see them and them look fucked up, some of these niggas, and I still look the way I do and shit, because it gives me hope. No, I know it's a fucked up thing to say and shit.
Yo, Meth, come on.
I know it's a
son.
fucked up thing to say and shit, but hopefully I can inspire them to want better for themselves. And it's not everybody, but there's a few of us out there that just totally fell
Just
by the
lost it.
waistline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be a plethora of things, man, from mental illness to just financial demise.
Financial situations, drug abuse.
All kind of shit.
All types of stuff. But I want people to stop putting the age on hip hop.
They can't.
Like, if you nice at 60, let that motherfucker rap.
Can you stay nice at 60 though?
Can you?
Yeah.
We about to find out.
I think you can get older, but you have to mature with your sound too.
Right.
You can't be 60
Why,
talking
though?
about the block.
Why? If you're still on the block.
But
If you're
Why?
still on the block.
Especially
That's horrible.
if you had a no, I'm just saying. But I'm saying
Like,
though,
what
especially
is
if you had a
kids,
all right.
don't inspire like.
But no, I'm not saying where you glorifying it, but it's like an OG talking to a youngin that been there.
But you're maturing your lyrics. You're not saying I'm on the block. You're saying I've been on the block.
Yeah, that's
Let me
as
school
opposed
you.
to I'm on the block.
But that's
I get
maturing.
you. Word is
understand?
bond. Yeah.
Like I think Jay-Z does it really well. He'll go from he was going from I'm pitching crack to all right, now I'm married, now I have kids, now I like art, Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have liked him for
Investments.
so long if he would have still been talking about
Right, he kept evolving.
crack. I'm selling crack.
He was
No,
wearing
you're not,
jerseys,
Jay.
then he put on the
But he throw a
Correct.
crack line in there to this
Yeah,
day.
he's still-
He's still like
Yeah,
that.
but we
But
know
to give
he's not talking
perspective,
about
to give a
crack.
perspective.
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Perspective
we're not
down.
talking about, he not talking about I'm selling crack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can't.
So,
He can't.
because he ain't.
He
right.
cannot.
So,
But that don't
That's
stop
what
him
I'm
from saying all them. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, but
you
we
know,
don't
niggas
know.
is
We don't
busting
know.
guns. Niggas doing. Look, I done bust my amount of guns and shit in verses and shit. And like it. When it comes to the culture, like even for me, I always like to compare it to in a metaphoric kind of sense.
Right.
Because this is the language that niggas speak, and I want them to understand what the fuck I'm saying. So
right.
when it's done in a clever way, I ain't got no problem with an older cat or a young cat talking about pat 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 pat. If it's done in a clever way, you know what I mean? And it's not blatantly saying, go out there and shoot a nigga, that shit fun.
Right.
Go to jail, that shit is hilarious.
Right,
Shit
right.
like that, you know what I'm saying? No, because we know what the real shit is.
Right, but I'm speaking to why people criticize rappers
Older.
that are older. Because sometimes
They
they,
think
don't
you should be
mature.
doing something
They
else.
don't mature. Right. They feel like, okay, like, you know, we loved you when you was.
Because there is no,
From the
I got
bottom.
it. There is no audience for the older rappers. It's casual listening by them.
no.
There is no
there
audience.
isn't.
No, that's not
bruh.
true. That's not true.
You name, with the exception of what Busta did, which I think was phenomenal, you name one person from my era selling fucking numbers like M or even Lil Pump was at a point in time and shit. Anybody getting streams like that. Anybody from my era. Name one and it cannot be Jay.
I'll do you one better. I won't say your era, but the content of your era. Griselda is the content of that era.
That had a lot to do with Machine Gun.
Right.
They mentor and shit.
But the beats, everything, when I listen to them, I'm attracted by the nostalgia that I feel from what I'm hearing.
But it came from
Yeah.
someplace.
But
man.
it you know what I'm saying?
came
Like
from someplace.
it came from that
Yeah,
era.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it sounds like this shit might have been on a Clue tape.
Facts. I agree.
But it's that era. All they did was they seen a blueprint that they liked and added on to it. And I commend them brothers for doing that. But
Right.
there is not an MC from my era because of the age stigma that can come back. I don't give a fuck. People love the shit out of DMX. If X dropped the album tomorrow, would I go buy it? Absolutely I would. But with the masses, would he sell like X and no, not at all.
I would hope
And
so.
they
I think it
love him.
depends. I think it
I
depends
love
on what the
it.
sound is. Because
It-
Busta's last joint don't sound like none of his other albums to me.
And moderately speaking, it did its sales of what it was supposed to be.
I don't know.
But I don't even know how it went with streaming and all that shit, because that's where them kids live now. And I don't know where that went. As far as us, we was happy to see it.
Yeah.
One of ours, and that shit is solid as fuck. But did
Right.
everybody get to hear it that needed to hear it? I don't think so.
Yeah, even Nas.
Look, I only heard one song. You
Spicy?
did? Spicy. I only heard
No.
one song, my nigga,
that's-
and that's just
that's
me.
now.
And that's just me.
Are you talking
like,
about the one he did with Ye?
and that.
Oh, okay.
And I never heard it, and this is me saying, look, when we put on the YouTube in the gym, Rick Ross, I don't know who his fucking peoples is, but this nigga's incredible.
Yeah.
Because we put our shit on, like I put up a 90s Wu-Tang video, so you thinking suggestion-wise, it'll be a bunch of 90s shit. I shit you not, every other video is Rick fucking Ross.
Just
Every
switch
other
over.
fucking Rick,
Yeah,
bop,
I'm not gonna
bop,
lie.
bop.
Sometimes I play shit on YouTube and I'm like, how did I end up here?
Right?
What the fuck?
Nas, for instance, I see the 5-year-old foreign, he got the two niggas on there and shit. Now, if it was Nas by himself, do you think that would have got, because that's the only video, I'm keeping a buck.
Spicy.
Nas is not, that's the only video I see. And if you think that he did not have 5-year, right, and ASAP Ferg in that video that these kids would have checked for, they seen 5-year and ASAP Ferg. They know who Nas is, but when they hear Nas, they think 90s they already turned off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Certain people. But they see 5-year, okay, let me check this shit out real fast. And then, boom. But other than that, are they coming back for the rest of that shit?
Yeah, looking for chance. Yeah, but I found me big dollars and still won't see. No